Hi, my friends. Larry King was a legendary radio talk show host. He has his training program called Secrets to Great Communication. I'm creating a mastery course on the lessons that I learned from that, dissecting his ideas that he presented in the course, and going deep on the topic. My goal is you will find this training beneficial and learn the insights from one of the greatest communicators of all time. I have my notes open here. So if you do see I'm looking on the side, I'm looking at my notes. So that way I can be sure that I'm giving you the best value looking at your eyes. So the course has couple of lessons and each lessons will have multiple topics in it. So this topic, this video will be going on the lesson 1, which has 4 topics. So topic number 1 is be honest and open. Second is, let me see here, the right attitude. Third is practice. And fourth is icebreaker. Let's get started. So he has a book called How to Talk to Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere. And he mentioned that this is a book he started where he wrote about all his communication skills, and he wrote years ago, and it was a best-selling book. And Larry said that topics changed, the environment changed, the technology changed, but ultimately the basic fundamentals of the communication is same. And in this training course that he did, he actually went deeper on how you can do based on the latest, the era that we are all living in. So he mentioned that we are always talking. Talk is still the most essential form of human communication. And yes, we talk a lot. We talk using our voice. We talk using our body language. Even if we don't tell anything, we still talk, right? So talking is everywhere, but how can we essentially talk in the most effective manner? That's where we are coming to the topic number 1, which is be honest and be open. So he said that a good conversation happens when you are willing to reveal yourself. Looking at the people and talking in front of microphone was his dream, was his goal, and he really enjoyed it. And he actually set an example, and I'm going to read this quote that he actually mentioned. And so what happened was that he basically was switching. He got his first radio show gig, and he's going to the studio and he's going over it, and he did not had the like, he was really scared, and even though it was his dream, he was really feeling scared of himself. So what happened? He came up with this line that made him really open and vulnerable to the audience, and he said that he really clicked. So I'm going to read what he said. Good morning, my name is Larry King. This is the first time I ever said that because I just have been given that name. All my life I wanted to be on a radio, and now my dream has come true, and I am nervous. I'm scared to death, but I'm going to do my best because this is my life's dream. He was open. He was vulnerable. And Larry said that when he did this, something clicked with the audience, that he also felt good. He felt that he is connected with the audience, and his nervousness actually went down because he was open and vulnerable to the people. He gave another example as well, that let's say he's walking down the hallway and somebody gave him a microphone and to do an anchoring of a show and anchoring of a news channel, which he hasn't done before. He is going to say that, hey, I was just walking down the hallway and I was just given this anchoring, and I have never done this in my life, but I'm going to do my best. That vulnerability and that being honest and being openness makes you connect with them and have a good conversation with them, even if you are not ready and even if you are not scared. So that's the first lesson he talked in this video. Next is he talked about right attitude. The fact that you are here to watch this video, the fact that you are interested to learn communication, which is one of the most important things that we can learn how to become an effective communicator, shows that you have the right attitude. So having that open mindset, having that mind that I can learn, I'm interested to learn, and tell me new ideas and techniques, will open yourself to better because you have the right attitude. So the second thing is always have the right attitude when you approach any communication. Third, he talks about practice. Practice, practice, practice. Larry said that if you have a talk, practice in the car, practice in front of the mirror. Like you can turn down the volume of a sports commentary and you can actually do the commentary yourself. You can actually talk down the volume of anything and then do a commentary of what's going on in that, say. More you practice, more better you become. And my goal is every week I will talk in front of a camera, right? It's a practice for me. This video, I'm doing it on a Sunday morning. This week has been really hard, really full for me. But I don't want to have a week go by without me talking in front of a camera. That's my passion. I love holding a microphone, talking to you in front of this camera, and I just don't want to miss that. And it's a practice for me. I am getting better every week to be a better communicator, and thanks to you for watching my video. So that's the third one, practice. Fourth is icebreaker. So what's icebreaker? Icebreaker is something you have a question or a prompt that help you to connect with the other person even if you don't have any relationship with them. So Larry gave some examples which I'm going to look and talk about. Is that it's about finding a common ground. So the examples he said is, tell me about the tie. What do you think about that chandelier? If a lady is holding a bag, you can ask about the bag, like from where do you get that bag? That bag is so good. If somebody has a tattoo, check with them, hey, what does the tattoo mean? And how long have you been having this tattoo? So thinking of any springboard that you can use that you can help to create the conversation, right? So if somebody's driving a bus, like you can ask, like, why do you love to drive and what are the most effective things that you do to keep yourself as a best driver? It's about creating an interest in someone that he or she also have an interest on. And if all else fails, you can always talk about the weather. So Larry also gave some icebreakers that that you can use, and I'm definitely going to use these icebreakers in my other connection discussions as well. So he gave 3 of them. First is, if you could trade places with someone for a day, who would be and why? 2, if you had to give up a favorite food, what would be the most difficult to give up? 3, what is one of your pet peeves? So that's a session for today. So I'm going to highlight the topics we discussed. We discussed about being honest and open, having the right attitude, practice, and fourth is having icebreakers. I'm going to come back to you in next video with the lesson number 2 from Larry's Secret to Great Communication course. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. And if you like to get my weekly newsletter where I send out all about communication, all about health, productivity and leadership, please consider subscribing to my Suggest Inner Circle by going to suggestinnercircle.com. Thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to have you with me today. I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.